I don't know about you, but I've had some bad onion bhajis in my day. Some of them are just too stodgy and don't have a lot of flavor. Today I'm going to show you how to make the onion bhajis from my book, The Curry Guy Bible. You're going to love these. So I'm going to show you how to make these the way they should be. This is going to give you the crispiest, most delicious onion bhajis around, and there's so many things you can do to vary the flavors as well, which I'm going to tell you about in this video. Now, as you can see here, I've got some onions. This is about 3 onions, about a little bit larger than tennis balls, which I've thinly sliced and then chopped into smaller segments. To that, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of fine sea salt. That's all we really need there. And I'm just going to get in there with my hands, and I'm going to mix it all up so the salt is completely coating the onions. And then I'm going to let that sit for about an hour. You can probably get away with about a half hour, but an hour, and we're going to come back and see what it looks like after that. Okay, so this onion has been sitting in the salt for about an hour now, and I just want to show you what happens. Because there's so much liquid in onions, I'm going to be able to just squeeze water out of these. That is going to become part of the batter. So many people do this incorrectly. They add water to their onion bhajis and then lots of flour. And what happens is they end up with really stodgy onion bhajis that don't have a lot of onion in them. They have a lot more flour in them or dough because it gets too thick. You know, you have this thick batter, which you don't want to have. So I'm just going to squeeze these onions now. And to that, I'm going to add the rest of my ingredients here, which are, got a tablespoon of garlic and ginger paste. I've got 2 tablespoons of rapeseed oil. And I got about a tablespoon of Panch Phoron. That's Indian 5-spice. I got a recipe for that in my book, and you can also buy it. It's just it's quite easy to find. Stir that in there to everything else. We got some about 2 inches of ginger there, which we've cut into matchsticks, just very short matchsticks, and some chilies as well. We got about 3 chilies. All these are things that you can change to your own, to how you want them. I mean, if you wanted to add some chili powder, which I don't normally add to my onion bhajis, I like to make sure that everyone can eat them. But you can add some chili powder in there. A lot of people add turmeric. This is a very basic recipe for onion bhajis, which works every time. But you know, feel free to experiment and have fun with it. We got some coriander here. Just gonna stir that in there as well. There we have it. To that, I've got about 4 tablespoons of rice flour. Now, rice flour is going to make it crispy. It's going to help make it really crispy. Onion bhajis, by the way, are gluten-free. So if you're gluten-free and you want to enjoy a nice snack before your curry, that's one thing you can have. We have this rice flour in there, and we're also going to add some sifted ground flour, which is chickpea flour. Okay, now this is where we need to be a bit careful because we don't want to make this really, really stodgy. So I've got 140 grams of sifted flour there. This is gram flour, and I'm going to start slowly adding it. I may not need it all because don't forget, onions come in different sizes. So sometimes I might have a little bit larger onions. I'll need all this. Maybe I'll need to add to it. But in this case, I don't think I'm going to need to. My onions were quite small. So I'm going to just start stirring this into it. And what you're looking for here is you're looking just for everything to stick together so that it's very easily made into a ball. And I say ball, but you don't have to, onion bhajis don't have to be into neat little balls. You can do them kind of rustic looking. And I'm going to do a little bit of both today. But as you can see here, I'm going to just show you. I just put about 3/4 of that in there. And I can now make a nice ball like that a little bit larger than a golf ball, and that's the perfect size for onion bhaji, I think. So I can just, that's my first one done. I could also do this. I could also just go something like that. And that's gonna give you a more wild look. So whatever you like, some restaurants serve them kind of like that with all the onions kind of hanging off the sides and everything, and others give you a nice little onion ball. So you'll have to decide which one you want to go for. I'm going to do a couple of both. So I'll make a couple of really neat ones. And as you can see, I'm not using any more flour. I've used as much flour as I need. These are going to be onion bhajis. They're not going to be gram flour bhajis. You're going to cut into these and they will be onion, just like they should be. I'd like to also mention that these could very easily become, using the same recipe, same idea, you could make these into vegetable bhajis, adding some cauliflower, cabbage, mushrooms, whatever you want to add to them. You can add whatever you like, so it doesn't have to just be for onion bhajis, this recipe. So I'm going to make a couple more of the sloppy ones as well. You do want to kind of stick them together. You don't want to just like plop them on a plate, but you do want to make sure that they have some kind of a reason why they might stay together while they're in the oil. And I'm going to start frying these. So let's bring this up here because I'm going to need to fry them in batches. Now, have you ever gone out to a pub or something like that and they bring you your chips or French fries that you've ordered, and they give you these French fries that are just like soggy and disgusting? That's because they only fried them once. A lot of chefs make that mistake. And the same applies to onion bhajis. If you just put these in a very hot oil and fry them, they're going to, they'll just get kind of soggy and maybe overcook on the outside, and also be a bit gooey on the inside. We're not going to do that today. Today what we're going to do is we're going to add these to this oil very slowly, just like this. And this is at 160, so 320 Fahrenheit, 160 Celsius. And you don't want to overcrowd your oil. It's best just to, I'm gonna put about 5 in there right now. We're gonna let those cook until they begin to brown on the outside. What we're hoping to go for here is we want them to be almost cooked through. I mean, you might tear one open at this stage, and but for a couple minutes, you just let these cook for a couple minutes, and then when you tear them open, they might be a bit raw on the inside, but they will have been heated through. That's where we want to be at this stage. And then once we get that nice brown look on the outside, and all the onion bhajis have been done in the first bit of oil, we're going to crank that oil up to about, I'd say 180, which is 355, I think 355, 360 Fahrenheit. And we're gonna finish them off by just frying them in that hot oil for it's the second frying, and that's where the perfection happens. And you just bring them out, put them on a rack, let them just sit there for a couple minutes, and then dig in. So we'll come back when these are ready. Okay, so these have been cooking now for about 5 minutes. Look at that, they're nice and a light golden brown on the outside. They'll be hot through, I know that, just from experience. But I'm gonna put these over here because they're not done yet. And then I'm gonna put some of these more wild looking ones in, just like that. These will fall apart a little bit more, but they will also look just a little bit more like, they'll just look a little wild, and they'll be nice. There we are, yeah. So I'm gonna let those cook for another 5 minutes, and then we're gonna crank that heat up, and we're gonna cook them for the last part, which is gonna give them that really nice crispy exterior, and out come the more rustic looking ones. That's the way I like onion bhajis, right there. Not perfectly round, but a little bit of character to them. There we are. That's nice. Turn up this heat now to 180. That's about 355 Fahrenheit. And as soon as it comes up to heat, we're gonna put these in, probably in batches because I don't want to overcrowd it. I don't want to, you put too much in, it's just gonna make the oil go right back down. So you're just gonna, I'll probably do these in 2 more batches. And this time the batches are gonna be done a lot faster because it's a hotter oil. We're really just making them a nice dark golden brown. And then we'll start having we'll be able to serve them and enjoy onion bhaji perfection. All right, and we've got this on the high heat now. I'm just gonna put those right in there. I'm just gonna put a couple of the crazy ones in and a couple of the round ones in too. There we are. Like I say, this is only gonna take a couple more minutes. We just wanna get these really nice and golden brown, crispy on the exterior. Take them out, we'll cook the other two, the other few that we've got there, and then we're gonna use them with some pakora sauce, which I've just made. We're gonna enjoy them with some pakora sauce I just made, and yeah, I can hardly wait for this. There we are. See how nice and golden brown those are? Those are gonna be so good. Look at that. That is onion bhaji perfection. Look at that. It's cooked right through. Look at the steam on there. It's all onion. There's not a bunch of flour stodge. That's how you do it, guys. That's how you do it. Dip that into some of this pakora sauce. That's so good. I hope you give this a try. It's so good. Please remember to subscribe and, oh, it's so good. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notifications button. I got a lot more videos on the way, so hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed making this recipe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. I think these could actually be the best onion bhajis on the planet. I have had some good instructors, and you are gonna love this recipe. They're crispy, they're soft on the inside, and they're absolutely amazing. Give these a go, sir.